Hey guys, I wanted to drop in because I actually just got off of a coaching call and I said something that that pretty much shook the client, and I didn't realize that so many people don't realize this. And I want to talk to you about what I call my 5-second rule. And I used it originally to help me start getting out of bed early, but then after that it has just become a part of who I am, and it started to train me to make decisions really quickly. So if you find yourself having trouble making decisions with changing up your habits, with just pretty much anytime you need to make a decision, if you're having trouble making that decision and sticking to it, it's probably because you're not using what I call the 5-second rule. The moment that you decide that you want to make a decision, that you're trying to wake up earlier, start drinking water, that you want to stop being on social media, in that moment, within 5 seconds, you need to make a decision and take an action with that decision. So if it's that you want to start waking up earlier, set your alarm for when you're going to make that, for when you're going to wake up right then. If it's that you're going to start drinking water, go to the sink, get a glass of water right then. When you wake up in the morning, if you decided like this is when I'm getting out of bed, within 5 seconds, your feet need to hit the ground. So with me, when I originally started trying to wake up in the morning, I would, once I decided like, okay, you're getting out of bed, five, four, three, two, one, feet hit the ground. Like, so almost like a rocket launch. I was 100% like, okay, at this point in time, I need to get up. There is no more arguing with myself. There's no negotiating. There's no, well, 5 more minutes or I'm just going to snooze. It's, I'm getting up right now. And when you train your brain to do that, you start making decisions easier. The reason being is if you don't make in the first 5 seconds when you decide something, if you don't make the new decision, your brain's going to go with, okay, we're going with the status quo. We're going with the normal thing we do, which is the problem. You're trying to do something new. So if you don't tell it, no, I'm serious, we are doing this right now, it's basically gonna laugh at you. It's gonna say, well, I'm more in control here than you are. And the science behind it is essentially that your brain is created to keep you alive. That's it. That's its only job, keep you alive. That's why you breathe without thinking about it. That's why all the things you've learned over your lifetime have easily been incorporated, especially if it has some survival instinct meant for it. So if your old habits and your old beliefs have kept you alive to this point, obviously, your brain's like, oh, something new, not tested, don't have evidence that it's going to work, don't have evidence that we're going to stay alive after this. I'm not for it. So it's going to try to drag you back to those old habits. And you obviously want to start new ones. The only way you can do that is if you start taking more control, which is when you make the decision, you say, absolutely not. I'm not negotiating with myself. We are doing it. And that's where my 5-second rule comes into play. Do it within 5 seconds. Do not leave the spot of you making that decision without taking an action, and take it quickly so that way you can start taking it quickly every single time. So that's just a quick way that I started thinking about how I changed my habits, and it helped my client on the call. So I hopefully it can help you.